Tullahi wa barakatuhu na Uganda kula musakira nga nkubuuza kwagaliza amakya amalungi mwenna abatugesa amasa tuwadde amatu okuba nti mwekumira Quest TV masanyukira nnyo okuba nti nno mubeera okuba nti mutuwa amanyi mutuzaamu essuubi n'amanyi okuba nti tubaweereza naffe tuba nga tugamba katunoonye ebigenda okuba nti banyumira okuba nti muwulirako n'okuba nti mumanya neebaza mwenna bekumire Quest TV bali ku YouTube bali ku Twitter bali ku Facebook mbeebaza nammwe mwenna bantu bange bannamutungo Luzira Kirombe Butabika Mbuya mwenna mbasiima okuba nti n'omungu betalike omwana wammwe era nga nembayo okuba nti sijja kuba nti mbasajja kuba nti nkola kyemunsobola okuba nti nange nsitula ekintu kyaffe kibe nga kyogerwako nti oyo ewaffe era nga lunaku lwakubiri from the sharp talk nkundi mpona Tamale yatuuse dda wali mu nnyumba adoninze suit eya black omusajja leero anyumye mu ka black era n'abanga ayakayakanye omutabani w'omugenzi Yowaana Mirundi mama mone mama nebaze sala zonsindikira n'obaka bonna mufuna era asamukama kunkumire
tugenda tubaguza amasuuti munjagala ng'eya Mirundi
tigazezimu ekikulu si
goyina figure ng'ekikwasa olubuto luli eno ng'oga nti ojja kunyumira
ekikulu si suuti ekikulu figa goga njagala ng'eya Mirundi nga bwenyumye
figa ezaffe eri bwe twambala olulagala oba essanja era
munyuma weewaawo
ne bwe tugenda mu bulenda manye Abaganda bakola bwe bati Abaganda bwe baba bakomaga bayina ensaamo ekomaga n'ensaamo enaza okunaza kitegeeza nti luli kikubye olubugo lutuuse manya tulinamu n'olubugo olufumba olwa kimote kakati ne bwogenda mu blender tugamba nti tebankozeeko gwe ate walwawo nnyo balina okutuusa kati ffe banaza bunaza kusiimulaku
bafugako nfuufu
nti engatto kati ng'ezaffe abatambulira mu mmotoka oyozaako ki teyetegereza nakwoza omusajja evudde mu kito singa ekyo mu economics tukiyita consumer surplus nti engatto ng'eyange naalibadde nkuwa sente entono erinnya ddi mu
bisooto
kakati tiwali gikubidde sente ezo omunene mu takisi yalibadde asasula ebifo bibiri
lwaki
yamalawo space kati ekyo mu economics tukiyita consumer surplus ti when you are thirsty you are willing to buy a glass of water or juice at a higher price. But because the price is fixed, you don't understand that you have saved. That's what we call consumer surplus.
Mzee Tamale lero njatutunulire ensonga zijja kubanga 2-3 esooka human rights ey'okubiri tutunulire amagye gaffe UPDF bakuza tarehe 6 yoso njatutunulire ensonga y'okuba nti no eya human organs yokuba nti ensonga nayo kutte wansi ne waggulu kale njatulire ensonga ezo 3 olwaleero tuba tudiscuss
ensonga ya organism bagikola bubi why they believed in silencing the local media. 2 they have this practice of buying everybody kati bo batwala element eyo basooka ne babalirako millions of dollars ate kati sente zigenze empitirivu ziyalake bazibba mu gavumenti kubanga bali abasajja kye baakola bwe baamala obbaliako millions of dollars asatu jule ne bagigoba ne bagoba ne balooya baabwe kati they have hired a group of lobbyists baguddemu naye nze mbabuulira 1 what do you want to achieve? The organic case was mishandled. If bangoba nga nannyini nsi okubeera omuka obulamu bwe bwonna alowooza nti ndi mwangu in state house they have no vetting, government has no vetting. A man like me, I wouldn't have been taken to state house or to government for humiliation. I'm not humiliated, but I'm a mandwa. Even my parents treat me differently. I'm a mandwa.
Totally muntu.
See the ordinary person. Never was so much mandwa. You treat her differently. Kati obujozi bwa sente kujoga teko mwenda weya kati akamuliko singa gonte bamanyi when I alerted the country that there were people killing people for organs because they faced 2 problems. The first group was killing people abroad nga company nakalima company z'abanne zonna ndibasigaze ezaabwe monopolism empuuta yaabwe ennyama yaabwe amata gaabwe buli kimu kiba kyabwe otoda bwe mugijjawo mulete premier because these people don't lack business acumenship. Balina kubeera gwe ng'oli muwendo weyo the slave and master relationship, a hunting dog and master. Tibamanyanga konti omuntu you compete.
Yep.
And they are commission agents. Uliya sente kuduka. Nemubba gundi, nemubba layer, nemujibamu millions of dollars. Bina, Museveni byalesi. We talk about women. We wouldn't be talking about women because Museveni created an alternative.
That we buy out.
Nenga abazibba banupu, babe. These are his own people who would babysit him. Ati babani baduka ne bajoga ensi tibajja gula obululu. You are paying it back. Kakati nkubode ne gamba. Nti basooka kutunda baana bweru. Even Idi Amin you strongly criticized. Enjoyed Kijambi Amin, the pang. Kijambi Amin enjoyed excellent relationship with the Arab countries.
Yes.
But Amin never took people for slaughter.
What the slaves?
Amin was accused of cannibalism, but was never accused of exporting Ugandans for sale.
For sale. True.
That's one. Kati bajja ne bakola amakampuni gaabwe. They have been investigated from Libya, South Africa, Tanzania, Malawi, Kenya. To tell you how dangerous this thing is.
Okay.
Kakati bano olwokuba balina groups z'ababbi ezitakolagana. What they after telling people for slaughter in Arab countries, the Tumwebaze has created a local branch. Tumwebaze najiberamu n'omusajja Amulami. They recruited local doctors abo Wawiya, Baweyomba, this Namatovu Vichitovu, and the others. Boba akoleranga wano. Killing people in hospitals.
Okay.
I told you that a prominent Professor Kanyerezi. In fact, if I can play Kanyerezi's tape, I just press a button here. When I was watching their meeting, and somebody said, this must be done by specialized people in the special forces. Why? Mirundi cannot handle even his telephone. But I can just put a button here.
You can't even handle your telephone. Your phone.
You see bali bampita musiru.
Okay.
Even now, let me tell you, as I was moving from my home, I know somebody was being summoned by the president to go to Entebbe.
Walogo bayise liti
anti nakubye ka tape.
Okay.
Naddide ka tape nga bapolotingira Muhoozi nembaka Buchalinga nenkamuweereza Muhoozi. I don't know him. I've never talked to one.
Neyido chokera nyo tulabanga ku Muhoozi. Neyangate
era ababbi bajja singa ni mubbi singamba lya. Many people come take us to Muhoozi.
Gabaga batole wa Muhoozi.
Simumanyi. Kalade nkugamba. Mwebaze. Bo bakwata omusajja Amulani. Bo they established a tent here. A gond.
A branch here.
A branch here. Nga Lugazi. Kidu mujita mutia Kirudu.
Kirudu. Mzeta abantu bafange Kirudu.
Yes.
Ngabuli agende Kidunga mulaita.
Kirudu. Lugazi. Masakade Maganda. Gindi. In Eastern Uganda, there is a leading politician, and this wrangles in the Anglican Church as to who should be bishop in the Teso is connected with this. Bus baitanga trafiki zagwanga being lashed.
Okay.
Nebadira many companies brought here, border companies for lending. Bali bamaze to calculate. When you have so many borders, they knock each other. There was a specialized department, ward in Munago.
In Munago,
for border to extract the organs.
Are you sure?
Even state council operations, Okwata Batembe, organs. Even this human rights you are talking about, where they deceived the president, ntikandiko nalimba president n'abayiso nti bagenda kucha ekibuga. Some of the boys are missing because of organ extraction.
Tamale,
let me tell you.
What are you trying to say? Abantu bonna abavuka, abantu bonna abazze babula nga bakwatibwa. Organize.
Yes. Let me tell you. Nabanja, I've talked to Nabanja because I knew Nabanja.
The Prime Minister.
Nabanja invited me to her constituency.
Okay.
when togikwatako gikwateko. I helped the government nanyini nsi lwabogo nanyini nsi ne batula kati mwebaze kana kayina obutu ne bagamba temumuwa sente. But I'm popular.
True.
I traverse the whole country kujikwatako
yes.
Because the moment you announce that Mirundi has arrived in the area, boss come. Opposition nabachi.
Unabona bajja.
Nabanja has been taking me to a constituency.
Okay.
Ngatanabera nachi.
Nganabera na prime minister.
Prime minister. So nabanja tuku bitu Unyolo.
Okay.
To explain. Mujikwateko obate mujikwateko.
Bate bajikwatako.
Kakati nabanja kyatategeera ako katumwebaze kagendayo. Tuliko nsayiri nga bamutegedde nti akola ki. Kubanze bagenda okuteesa mbambalaba.
Obo balaba.
Era Nabanja made a mistake before Museveni. Nti sebo obala disi bukulu nnyo we even have a product of ala disi. Nabanja alitamanyi nti tumwebaze yo Museveni amumanyi nti anuka. Because Museveni had summoned tumwebaze.
Okay.
Namukubira obutambi bwonna. Tumwebaze n'avaayo nga ali disappointed. N'agamba nti this man to hire thugs to kill me was because he saw to that I was nti Museveni tagenda muwa. Museveni yagamba tumwebaze nti if you are after hearing these tapes you go back and inform me whether he should be in cabinet. Nekapapani kaduka kati tumwebaze agamba mulimba nti nze ngenda wa ewaabwe. I'm more popular than tumwebaze. Tumwebaze n'agulaba opponents be bonna n'abamalawo n'oyo gundi nagenda mu constituency ya Nabanja esalagana ya Matiya Kasaija cannot be voted by his gods. Matiya Kasaija cannot win olaba tolaba bwe yagula bwe yamuwa omulimu.
Era mwesimbyekaawo.
Yes. Kakati bo kyebakola they targeted my wife.
Okay.
One of my wives. The moment you target me, I retaliate.
I understand.
Nemukwata omusajja Amulan. Nemukwata. Nintandika omulikodinga. By the time they realized that I was monitoring Amulan, this man was arrested in Pakistan, sentenced to 7 years with a fine of $5 million. Amulan was operating
here in Uganda.
Akawala bali bakayita Nabukira. Lured my wife. Tuyina empaka zetutunda biki. The moment kasaya mu trading. Nembagoba.
Nobagwata.
Ngenda okulaba nga oyo omusajja Pakistan.
Okay.
Nemukwata nenkubayo kagundi. Ngamugamba. Somebody said I squeeze my name and talk. In fact, let me tell you, even the president did not believe in my recordings.
Is that organ?
It was after I helped Nachobe to survive as silence that Museveni believed in this recording.
The recordings, okay.
Yali
zikiririzanga gama tebiriyo.
Yali aga tebiriyo. I'm telling you. Kakati oyamulani na operating ira one. Waliwo former minister nga mwavu nnyo naye abiyingiramu. Ye chairman. Chairman waabwe. Ababatemu. Ne bali recruiting.
Wamungamba naye nkyawakana.
I can tell you that the chairman recruited Wabuya, Dr. Wabuya and Weyomba at Makerere College Inn.
The chairman.
I can play both the video and the recordings. Here, I don't need to go home.
Okay.
Recently, they had a meeting of all the doctors. The doctor of Masaka told them, my business is still booming. I use people from Tanzania. Batula bonna bawawuya baweyomba bonna badokita. This is the wound. Nti erugazi bakulashinganga. Ekyo ekimotoka ekyayo ky'abaana ba boda kyali stage. Walabeka kizemu.
Kyali stage managed.
Wala bakola sente. A human being is $1 million.
$1 million omuntu.
I can pray here the Chinese at Nanyanga Hotel wano here kakubye wa China afudde Nanjing. If they are taking organs from dead people, what brings the Chinese here? but tumwebaze babavuna tumwebaze has been testifying on Zoom even on Thursday ate bankola ki
But
even on Saturday they are going in Thursday mukuba tumwebaze ne group ye yonna ne
why is the state quiet on this issue? What
anti
government
bakikola
is
bubi balowooza baawa abamawulire abamonitor 10 billion kano kamwenda ne kagenda omaani ne kagendawo ne kababba ssente bazibbangana kakati kamwenda bwe kategeera nti abachina babadde millions of dollars 5 ab'omu Nanjing hotel Nanjing let me reveal it today Nanjing hotel was an operation center and the Chinese fled the country with his 2 daughters saying that in China he is close to the Chinese Communist Party and he can be treated differently because in China harvesting or extracting organs that they said is illegal. Wano
obiyina ku simu.
Yes, the Chinese yabawa send chairman nazibagana ne mwenda ne batazituusa bije bazitutte only here wano sidda kanji njiyita buyisi nejjawa nekuba ku video nemba kubira ne mulaba beating zaabwe zonna media video kweri kakati bo the way they handled the problem balowooza one tibajja kugula jule this is an international train.
Yes, it is international.
Amulan departed from Acacia we have nali mumanyi Amulan namugamba nti Amulan you are in a hotel room ensawo yo gitadde wano na wano Amulan panicked Amulan ne bamugamba batumwebaze Amulan tumwebaze yamuwa abantu okuva mu ICC to intercept my phone.
Okay.
Amulani yakaba amaziga nkakukubire dipacha ntekawo dipacha wane byuma ne bijja wano
tujjaka kuba kusa.
No there is an African with this technology. Are you saying that this man has been following him? Yes. Tumwebaze sent 2 younger people to Amulan with the chairman nga bamutwalidde gundi bamuletedde ki bamutwalidde intercepting gadget n'ekirema abasajja abo tebalina byama bagenda ku America ku Chinese embassy ne babakolera zoom Abamerika ne bagiyingiramu bagikuba emirundi egi ati embassy the Chinese ambassador in Uganda.
Okay.
Yali yagibadde zoom mwogera mutya ku zoom yaliko abantu 5 naye ng'omu bw'aba ayogera ku ssente azikiza banne n'ayogera ne bw'ayagala ne basekerera Museveni bw'akake kalina saketi ntono kyagwa emirundi 3 nga nze mbalaba. Some of these people went as far as buying necklaces. They have necklaces when somebody speaks, wants to speak like a man, and when he's a woman, he changes.
I am a necklace.
Kabula send $1 million.
Nga voice
Kabula China. Babuyina.
One of Uganda.
Hey. They have necklaces that change somebody's voice. That's why when I play my tapes, you except you must understand. Ngake nakubye gulu. Musoga cannot be chief justice nga bakuba bagemire Tamale Mirundi official kaliko abantu ebitwale eki wenka keberedde ku kumaji nakatadde sawa 3 ezekiro noyo kanka kabamu kwatako lwasonga ayogedde ku kiriniki emu
yerekolebwamu ensonga ezo.
Yes, kakati olwokuba the whole thing is attractive 63 of our surgeons are indicted. Wawuya and Weyomba were detained in Hague. Where is Wawuya and Weyomba? Where is Namaganda in Masaka? Namaganda in Masaka was in charge of Masaka. Masaka hospital was starved. Ngateina ambulance seinachi. Ngazili Kitovu. Their center. This man, Kaka Gondi, and your Professor Kanyeres came to me to confess. I'm going to die, younger man. I was dragged into this business. I wanted to come with my son who is a lawyer. Professor Kanyeres Mpanga aliye Mmengo Kojawe. He wanted to come with Mpanga.
Okay.
But Mpanga feared me. Can I play a tape for the recorded tape from Kanyeres, the confessions of Kanyeres? The chairman went to Kanyeres and Kanyeres told him, young man, I'm going to die. I don't have any future now. Why are you looking for me? I'm going to confess to Mirundi. I'm going to confess. I want to die a killing man. Kakade Chimugamba, Chairman Namugamba. For us, we are young. We still have children. You give me the list. Namaganda in Kitovu. The man left him a list of medical doctors. Even this police pathologist, the Alwanga is involved. That's why yagenda ku KFM akamonitor. Na yogere mukukubire. Can I play the voice of Alwanga? But to mwana wange Albert. What is strange is that Albert Cook was used, Nsambia Hospital was used, Kitovu was used, these missionary hospitals. Mulago, haha.
Chitalo.
COVID, nabaganti waliwo COVID omweri magutwale. COVID was also used.
When you talk about
one of the medical doctors in Mulago who wanted to confess to me was killed.
Tamale.
Kakati omusango we
bwekibanga raketi eyo nene bwetu.
Yes.
Omukulu yavuddeyo Gundi, leader of opposition, Mpuga, n'atekawo committee. Enonyereze ku nsonga eno.
Mpuga is stupid. This thing started in 2014. Where was Mpuga? Where was Mpuga? Mpuga hears what I say. You rather keep quiet.
Bali bawulira mu rumors.
No. You don't need it to investigate what? You go to ICC in Hague and find out whether there is a trial for Ugandans, including Tumwebaze most of these people are testifying on Zoom. You go to Serena on Thursday, whether you not see big people now testifying on Zoom. When the ICC told them, we are not coming, they had written to them, we are seeking, COVID is rampant. Why? To them with much money. What you don't know now is that they have reached a level. They have used a lot of money. They have hired lobbyists in Europe and everywhere. Now they are arguing that there is yes, we made a mistake. We killed the people, and I'm telling you, they extracted these organs when he was still alive. Yes. Why? If they take these organs from dead people, why should the Chinese be here? The trial of Ugandans that is going on in Serena, which you go to Serena on Thursday, you will see Tumwebaze there on Zoom and another powerful person. Kakati Nkugamba, one of those accused in Uganda, two are Chinese from the center of this organ trade is in Nanying.
In China.
In China. This was in Nanying, became a center. Nanying here. The owner fled, and his daughters, after paying Mwenda and the chairman $5 million, and the chairman told him, the man said, why don't you go and talk to this man? Amulan came with $1 million, he take his vehicle. Yasoka nalikera chairman, dole mitwale itan to look for me. Nekabagamba, the man speaks with anger. You angered him. Chairman Namuganti, when you go to that man, he has Kanyamaz, he has Kadogo, he's protected by the president, he has military police. Even this is what they told the Nanyingi man when he gave them $5 million that led to quarrel between Mwenda, the chairman, and the rest.
Okay.
Mwenda yabaka mitwalija $5. Ne Mwenda tabiribu. Mwenda is not a part of this trade.
Today,
Mwenda connects. Kasajja kagezi kababuuza when I'm involved in a business, am I a supplier? Am I a middleman? Am I the recipient? Kagana ko kababye mubbi era kati mu meeting tekakyali mu kadduka tekakyabeeramu kati nkubuli agamba they mishandled the case. First of all, they thought that Rwabogo thought that by suffocating me economically, telling people not to give him money, I can play tape here, where he is saying, if I accept Museveni's money, Museveni told them, give this man 3 billion. 3 billion. Put it on his account. Nze ngenda muwe ebyange yankolera naye mwe abasonyiwe. If you want this money to mutegedde mwamugobera kubanga lyalowooza mbu muyinza okuntwala mu president's office. It is only a dead dog that is thrown on a jirikiti. I'm not a dead dog. I cannot be an advisor in my life. Kakati ojo Lwabogo agamba ne bwe mukukubira wano. Do you know what Mirundi will do with this money? Erich Mirundi is a nuclear bomb. Kati akwata center aziremera. I want Mirundi to come on his knees. And the Jekos recording is the purpose of the was to get me to denounce it. Sijazikuwa tulizikwata kakuba kubi nkomalewo tayo omuntu omu mulenzi kwotegere nti bana Uganda bakutamu telefuka president nabagambi somebody can teach a dog to laugh but nobody has that power to make Rwaboge president of Uganda.
Nze Tamale ngatumaiza ya organs
kati nkugamba the organic case was
mishandled.
For me I have achieved what I wanted. They targeted my wife, I retaliated.
Okay.
I've never compromised with them. Stake yo pesa ya damu. Stake pesa ya damu. Mwana wange bamuta. Yali azadde balongo. Ne babbomu naye ne bamuta. Naye dokita nkunoonya kyadduka naye nja kitta. There are times when I believe kange nembulonja pusalu batiku. There are times mutya mutya mwana wange musalu batiku. Alubatiku ko yaba Christians. Nsambya yebadde wayo bugundi. Sambya hospital yebadde wayo buno bwa yero. Luwaga mwebali Kiruddu notorious, Lugazi notorious, Masaka Kitovu hospital, Dr. Namaganda. I have this regarding Kugam. For me, I have achieved. What do you want to achieve in life? One, the business is totally grounded. Do you see at one time 18 women were dying during the delivery? Bachafa. Do you see these buses, Tawifiki buses, knocking each other in eastern Uganda? What is the remnants of the organ fight is the fight between in the Anglican Church as to should be Bishop of Soroti. Your organic case. Organic case now. Yes, there is a doctor with a lot of money who has been involving himself. He wants to control. The other man is not part. Kakati yakulele omubya wa organism yagula Bishop's College eronda ba bishops. And two, this man who is being ngabamujjawo batagala afuge, they calculated it. He's young. By the time all of the sitting bishops Kulok 75, he is still young. Rubiana Archbishop. Ntagali came with his luggage. Ntagadi to come to become Archbishop of the Anglican Church, yajano mugugo gwebibi. Moja Yesu anagusura achale myo gusura. This is why kanuka kurubya kakuba gundi kakuba na mirembe diocese kakuba Ruwarira. Ruwarira is not part of the game. Ruwarira tabirimu. Okay. Omunyo gwenso gusigadde mu Anglican Church is Ruwarira. Yalino kubanda bafere bufere batunda ttaka bakola batyane bevuga kasowulya omulabirizi w'emukono yasibye mukabaka mukaba omusaayi ku lwa kabaka. Why don't you take it as an initiative? Ettaka ly'abantu lyotunze mukono lyenkana ki? So you see n'Anglican Church yennyini Church House teyali yaabo yali yatumwebaza and others. Kyova yatumwebaza yagende ewa Archbishop w'ekkanisa n'amuwa tractors gundi n'alonda Nankabirwa, who is troubled, who stinks like a Malwa toilet, Namugamba ye representative amunonyeza sente. This is what exposes Kazimba.
Mzee Tamale.
Organic casing eri the trade kakati nabagamba.
Mzee Tamasoko njaludde muka. Yes. Buchibanga trade eyo weri.
Food
nakuzino abana banje bavudde mu Warabu nga bakaba balidwa mu organize. Ana government ya fecha kolendaga n'ensi z'Abawarabu batwale abana bafa balokolerayo.
Mukyala Mukwaya Hajati Mukwaya was a magistrate before he left for the bush. She was replaced by Tumwebaze in the gender ministry.
Yes, true.
The president received concerns 8 years ago from ICC, Human Rights Commission, what? That in your country there is a cell that kills people.
Kills people, okay.
As Museveni does, handed the matter to ministers of justice. They removed Yotafire, removed the UPC man, and they fear Bagemeire. You go to Tamale Mirundi office, you see this group sat in Majije. Kajegere. Abasoga badi bane bakutta. Olyogera kajegere. Umuntu yajjanga mu nyumba y'ekiro. I captured all of you. bakube kadaga agende bawe kadaga obutwa kakati nkubulira negamba nti today these are the remnants. One, have decisively reduced the organ supply because the supplier Amulani, the conduit, was arrested in Karachi. Somebody told him to go to Nairobi in his estate. Tumwebaza cannot had an estate in Kenya, he cannot venture there. Poverty is gravity, it brings you back. Tumwebaza will go back to war, obolo obunuka. Tumwebaza will go back to war obunuka. Obolo obunuka. Family yamusinga gange ya obukaga bugoba musayi. Bobali get money can go to back to get money. If you don't money received God through privilege is a ice cream. It merits.
Mzee Tamale CID iso bani bali ndo mu nsonge
linda nkugamba nti benso bije bakola. One, they would have said we are hearing a madman. Because they tried to remove me from TV and radio stations. They failed. They chased away Mutabazi and replaced him with this Kagaro. They went to YouTube and they hired Charles Onyango Obo to write in the monitor. This is they decided they are tribalistic. They are inside Nimutunori Onyango Obo. You are West. You are West. What his name is about Onyango Obo. Use his name. Nimutunori. TMO Bazili Singer. But what they didn't know that I had been elevated to an international whistleblower. My vehicles are monitored by satellite.
Okay.
What I told these people that because of my background in the traditional religion, I will not go to Hague to testify against you. No percent. Ngalowoza mbwayinza okunyiga nalinja benyo nalinyi kutire kyankwanzinzi. Bali sanze wokamira bali yo devuli. Toyinza kuwinjoga n'injoga myaka manana. Bali misa sente zange. Bali misa sente zange. Sezalo ezamuwa. Aziremisa. Nina kubeera wansiwe. Mondo weyaze. I will hit Billy under the belt. Billy dane nkumalawo. Nzita kumachaba kutalwa gulu. Ejogo ero nili kugwamu. Ne bradala. Tolifuga gwanga lino. Kakati obuzibu bwabwe bayina buli busatu. They have lost business. They are lucky that they are getting money from government to buy the gold. They have the YouTube told them, if you want us to silence this platform, this channel, boba alite bamanyi nti Kalisa yali abayamba. Kalisa yali musuma. President yasasuyanga program yanga tayina kyampaga tekama asinika nzinyo. Kati president yaita tumwebaza amuhala singa tumwebaza ajja agamba Kalisa gamba ntukuwabidde bana ine misango je Kalisa nabone bubba 10 billion nokono entwe kano n'olutwe lwako nali Kalisa nga musi Kalisa yali alowooza sitegera niye kuba wali bateyijeneza mu gundi odenga muno ompita ndakoze yali atumye muwanga nali nje kutta Kalisa babye 10 billion zange namba Kalisa you listen noyo mwala gundi yaliwo bagala listen what these people ngashini kwanzinyo mbo number zo musango abye 10 billion zange Kalisa waba 10 billion zange naba abana kakati today
yes
they are trapped. One, the case has reached the dangerous stage.
Yes.
Museveni has created trouble for them. Wow. They must travel to Hague.
Kasaya good yagameti egwanga ali good.
Era kana akakozi bakolanzi mu new vision nga kayinda bye kwogerako ka government. Kati baagala okuleta etteeka erya organ mbu donation as I explained. Nedda babakutte busajja mutembe. Kakati bumaze okutegeera nti one the case is toughening. Nabagamba mu kimwali koze mu babagezi. ICC cannot intervene in a matter that is being investigated by local tribunal. But it seems Museveni was annoyed.
Tribunal hajikana
everything. Obiuli kirimu, obiamata, wali musajja great mani, obiuli kamu bwatakuta nabaloga. They are under witchcraft.
Oli mulogo.
Kano katubali kakajija kali tekalina kye kali ka deputy district kajone kundi kajo kawunya bakawunya olumu nokola hoteli zonna kafuna 5 billion nga tekasasudde tewali asudde mu hoteli yako era notta abantu what type nabaloga they are under the influence of witchcraft
bali ku spirit batambulirako
kakati kyebakozeho kimanyi after realizing muhozi teyabirimu nabagamba tinalaba abasajja abo nga batudde mu nanjingi ne bagamba tugende tulimbe muhozi ne sale nti omanyi omupakistani yalimba ne profesa nti a researcher as the pharmacist as what nti bakola research kakati profesa n'abiddukamu mangu n'ayita gundi era ako akasajja kamulani kaali kamugamba oli musajja mulwadde mukadde gende Nairobi nkujjanjabi the professor with you know the professor has a lot of admiration about me. He says we made a mistake of sending this man away. Very intelligent. Professor Abagama in 2014 have observed that man. He does not bend an inch, he does not forget. Once you assault my integrity, banning Kumalawi, zonti man, who do have rejected the 3 billion? Do you know what? When you can hear me, bid the wekwese. Kawadi obusajja buno kyebukoze. Singa gavumenti yatekawo an internal tribunal. This is what Museveni helped our soldiers who blundered the Congo.
In the Congo, yes.
When Museveni to prevent these people from being taken
to ICC.
Museveni created an internal tribunal headed by a muzungu. Umuzungu. Museveni created a commission of inquiry under a muzungu judge here. I will remember his name, but people can also send their name. Kakati, a matter that has been handled, that's why. Bano balayira odinga bagundi bali bagezi.
Bani.
Ba uhuru.
Bebamala
okutta abantu mu 2007. Before they made a government of national unity, Raila said, let us put up a commission of inquiry to investigate who killed the people. Abali basa abantu bali babiri. Uhuru yali ayina munguki killers, a killer squad to protect the Kukuyos in the Rift Valley. Ngaluto ayina jesi la muzei eyammoyi naye yatta abantu. Kakati bwe bateekawo omulamuzi waki Kibaki yalitafaayo as long as I'm recognized as the president. Nga Uhuru nga yera atunulidde kalulu kaddako 2007 2012 n'ade baleeta omulamuzi retired judge alinga Kanyahamba. When the judge investigated, he brought a red envelope ng'erimu amannya g'aba Uhuru nani. Kandi babagamba bateekewo a local tribunal. Musajja baali bamuyita Kironzo yali Mr. Justice ne bamutta. Ono omukazi gwe bayita Masakalwa ne bamuwa mu justice bamugoba. Era nga bano bwe baakola. Yes. Ne bagoba Otafiire. Ne bagoba ono omusajja wayo. Ne bagoba bagumire. Ne bagoba ne. Kano ne kagenda n'entu yaako. Kutubanika akajiji. Jjajja wako yali Interahamwe. Ewamu kajiji. Mwakamala emyaka emeka eyo gye muli ewamu. Jjajja we yali Interahamwe. Jjajja we yali Interahamwe. Kasujja gwe wali ngulidde abantu banzite. Jjajja we yali Interahamwe. Kakati nga bwe baakola wano eri bwe baakola. They followed a local tribunal.
Okay.
But for the Kenyans, bafuna omukisa. Why? The Kenyans Uhuru got a chance, which these people don't have. The Uhurus, the chance they got was that it is a tradition in the American tradition. Kakati, a president of the United States who was not born in the United States, in his last term, get a chance of visiting his home country. Kakati bafuna ekizibu. Obama has to visit Kenya. Otherwise, he will visit Kenya as a former president. What did they do, the Bazungu? They told Uhuru to go to Hague. Uhuru surrendered the president and went to Hague. Humiliated himself. And he said, this does not relate concern the Kenyan government
Yes.
and the Kenyans. This is my personal obligation.
Nsonga yange nganze.
Yes, I did it myself and let me go.
Okay.
Nagenda.
Okay.
All of the photographs, international photographs, flash around the world because as an indictee, Uhuru could not receive Obama at the airport. Era impulutizo bajerekerani Ruto tebajijanga nawo.
Yeah.
But they are using it to shape the next election.
The next election.
That's why in Kenya there is no violence. Election violence is at minimum. Bakolako. This is what these Americans want to do to the 2027 elections.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mujisepinga mutia. Bana abasa abantu bakandiko abajozi. Kandiko zipole buli muzirako of education. Yakuba omwana wange n'odyuka n'ekisojo n'ekijjana wanne kyereka kye kyamukubi ngende kutta ngende kuba kisajja gwe tekisasula mwenge kikwata abakazi kiwanika kandiko kikubira kandiko simu kaba kuba kisajja gwe okimanyi ekyo ekyajja wanne kyewana mbu kyakubye omwana wange okateera mandu anti gineseza akayo kali bakaliijo. That's what Muziba says. When you humiliate a mandwa, once the mandwa rises up, then you face the challenges. That's what I've taught with these people. Kati obuzibu bwabwe bali cornered. They are decided not to go to Hague. If you don't go to Hague, they will become fugitives in
their own country.
They will be prisoners in a prison called Uganda. Therefore, they need a pro-president who cannot surrender them to Hague. Because when you do international relations, international domestic law prevails over international law. Interpol must get clearance from this government to arrest them. Bamutwale nanyinisi nekalo bindise bamutwala duke atoyo kujuliza obumuluma buyitirivu nnyo bwekyajoga yajoga mwatajogero kakati. These are very important people. Ye Lwabogo yali alowooza agenda kufuuka president. He brags around Whereas accumulated nkubuulira Lwabogo will pick forms. Lwabogo is a risky taker. He cannot entrust his wealth to any other person because he has not accumulated his wealth by business acumenship. He must be there. Lwabogo will appear on the ballot. Take him, I bet my money. And that's why he said we must be flamboyant. He was a photographer at Rwakitula with the Museveni, with the Muzungu. The photographs were appeared in the newspaper at the same time. When I heard them, this is a time to demonstrate flamboyance. Dayo sango beba katabani kakaji bakaka jiji akuta azike magumba merere kakati. These are the people what you are seeing as spillovers. The spillover is they have realized that Museveni has surrendered them.
About what they do?
Which means a success of Museveni will maintain the status quo. Kakati tudda ku kino. The situation originates from this. Tumwebaze bagamba yagenda wambabazi n'amugamba I wanted you to be prime minister. Yes, I want to be prime minister. You will be tumwebaze. You will be prime minister in European jail.
Kale tova kwa TV tukomoka tono nyingi ndamazi today
era tukomereko. You will be a katikkiro.